The tent is set up
Yes,
and
we
we
have
are
arrived on Vieques.
Vieques Island. We are on where?
Where?
What is the name of this?
Mosquito Bay.
No.
No?
Mosquito Bay is next door,
Okay.
which is in the water. But here it's called Sunset Bay. Or Sun Bay, my bad, Sun Bay. Here are the camping grounds, and you also get this wonderful beach.
The camping ground is like...
Grab my glasses, put them on, check that out.
Wow. Hello, Meta. Take a video.
Long video, please.
Yeah. Is it doing something?
Yeah. So here is Sun Bay.
We're in some... Ah! Sorry.
Where you saw a cat chasing a lizard.
Oh,
Right here, super
wow, look at
beautiful.
this beach. This is just an intense, beautiful beach. Tomorrow I'm gonna walk here in the morning. Let me check out how beautiful it is.
Vieques. Puerto Rico is filled with incredible beaches, incredible stunning views, incredible water. Look at that water right behind us, you know? And pretty sand. We have all types of sand. Right here is white sand. There's beaches here with black sand. Um, yeah, ultimately it's just so gorgeous and so beautiful to be out here. This time of the year is a little crowded, but even though it is crowded, there are so many places. As long as you have a vehicle, we got a little golf cart. Make sure to get in advance because sometimes they do run out. The demand is high sometimes. Like right now, this time of the year is the demand is super high. So I was barely able to get one, and they fortunately gave it to me 1 hour before my actual check-in time because I arrived 2 hours early, and they were like, "Yeah, your car's not ready." So I was like, "Oh." But besides that, man, beautiful views, stunning beaches, great times out here. How are you?
I'm great. I want to go in the water.
Well, where you wanna post up?
Yeah, not where the kids are.
Huh?
Not where the kids are.
Where you wanna go?
Yeah, back here where we were was perfect. The water just
Okay,
a
now
little
let's go.
down.
I follow you.
I found. I just wanna, yeah. Just look how beautiful it is. Oh, it's finished.
What?
Oh.
You can, put them like a regular person in my eyes.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate that.
Maybe just here for my first swim on the island.
Here?
One of many.
Are you grabbing your towel or you want to use this one?
I have a towel. We're pretty set this time, huh? Prepped and experienced.
It's only gonna get better from here.
Even though there's so many people, it's so quiet and chill. I think it's too early in the morning still, huh?
Not just that, it's just like people disperse, you know? But they're in different beaches. They're not all here.
Yeah.
Like the Spanish kids that were in front of us, they were going towards the direction of the other beach.
Ah. Oh, that's good that we're not there.
Yeah, and also
There's many of them.
a lot of people that come, they're not coming to stay.
Yeah, they're
They're
coming.
leaving on the same day, or because even like there were people there that were renting the cars that were like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna arrive, like I'm getting this car now, but I have to turn it back in at 4, and I don't go back to 11 at night because
Oh,
that was the last ferry they were
shit.
able to have.
But they can go in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that it all worked out as we, yeah, wanted it now. I'm not gonna wear the bra any further. It's too much to put on and off.
You say with the what for the camera?
I'm not gonna put on the bra again because it's just so much hassling. I'm gonna take it off and on all the time. So might as well stay here. So I'm gonna check out the water.
There she goes. That water is pristine. I don't even think the camera really does it justice. How's the water? How's the water? Oh, she didn't answer. And I'm assuming it's warm. The water overall here is like very, very warm. Um, in Puerto Rico, at least the water from the beach, because almost 300 days out of the year is quite warm out here. So the water, because it's Caribbean water, is warm as well. The thing that you have to be careful is just if you go to like rivers, like the rivers are very cold, the opposite of the beaches. So, for example, we went to the Hippie River the other day. There's a river, there's a few rivers in the rainforest, stuff like that. All of those waters are super cold. But trust me, those waters are really curative. They're amazing and they will wake you up more than a cup of coffee. So, highly recommend you swim in those type of waters because it's good for your body, it's good for your health, and overall, you get a nice healthy dose of caffeine without consuming the actual coffee. Um, I'm gonna tell you some fun facts about, since I got you guys here, about Vieques and different things here. Vieques is quite a big island. So Puerto Rico is composed of 78 cities, uh, counties, you can call them or whatever. Some are very small. Literally, you can sometimes there's some places in PR that are so small, like cities and counties, that like you literally can pass from one county to the next within like I don't know 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. But two of those 78 counties are two floating islands that are part of Puerto Rico. One is Vieques and one is Culebra. Right now, we are in Vieques right now. Vieques is a much bigger island than Culebra and it's much closer because of the tracking that they have with the ferries. Your ferry ride will be very smooth. There's only two ways to transport to those islands, in or out, and it will be through ferry, through a boat, or through a small plane. The small plane, you take it from the San Juan International Airport, and it's a small plane. I believe it costs, it depends on what season, what time, if you buy it last minute, if you buy it with time. But it's roughly around per person around 50 to 80, $90, I would say. It just depends. But that's roughly the average price for that. and that's just one way. So in order to get your round trip, you have to pay double. If you want to do the cheaper way, will be the ferry. The ferry, you catch it at Ceiba. You used to catch it in Fajardo, which is all the way to the northeast of the island, but Ceiba is a little bit under Fajardo. So once you get to Fajardo, it will take you another 15 minutes or so in order to get to where the port is for the ferry. And essentially there, you can catch the ferry, you can catch a round trip for very cheap. I'm talking cheap as $8 type cheap. And you can do it for the day or you can stay for as long as you want and then come back another day. Always double check the times because, especially throughout the day, throughout the afternoon, the ferry tends to sell out. And they only sell tickets, even if some people don't show, it doesn't mean that there's some available tickets. It's just like whatever availability they had of tickets, they sell those. They sell a portion online, they sell a portion at the door, and once those are gone, they're gone. So you can only get on the next one that's available. I'm giving information here
What?
about everything. You want to say
Uh,
something?
yeah, the water is perfect.
Hmm.
Again. It's just so nice because it's surrounded by this shores, so it's very quiet and chill.
Hmm.
And the water is very clean, so you can just like swim, swim, swim. Dive, dive, dive. You coming in the water?
In a bit,
Alright.
once I wrap the video.
Yes!
So there you go. More information about the water here. So yeah, what I was saying about the ferry. So essentially, yeah, and if you're coming to Vieques specifically, in Vieques, the ferry is very smooth because they have really good railings throughout the ocean for the boat to go seamlessly from one end to the other. Roughly, it takes, I mean, they scheduled you an hour and a half, but the actual trip from mainland Puerto Rico to actual Vieques takes roughly around 35 to 45 minutes total, I would say. Um, then also out here talking about um, the railings and everything. If you go to Culebra, which is a little further island, is much smaller than Vieques in comparison. And Culebra is known for some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Literally, if you think this is like an impressive beach right here, like you can only imagine how Culebra looks and everything. Um, so in Culebra, since the railings are not so well put and is a little further away than Vieques, in essence, you once you're getting closer to Culebra Island, you are essentially going against the marea, against the shore, against the water. So there's in Culebra specifically, there's a lot of turbulence when you get there in the ferry. So I would recommend if you're a person that gets drowsy, dizzy, whatever, uh, to essentially just get some pills or get something that will help you for the nausea and those things if you're going to Culebra specifically. If you're coming to Vieques, great. And it should be smooth. You shouldn't have any problem unless you're claustrophobic or something, but you're going to be there with a lot of people and stuff in the ferry and everything. Um, once you get to Culebra, once you get to Vieques, once you get to, any of these destinations, you're going to arrive at the port, and in the port, you're going to get harassed. Not crazy harassed. I actually been harassed way more in like Latin America, but like I'm talking just like a lot of taxi drivers, a lot of people trying to get you to rent their cars if they're even available. That's why I will say if you're going to, always check with time, because sometimes, especially if you live at last minute, you might not find anything. So yeah, and then from there you can either opt to take that transportation. You can have your own transportation arranged, or you can go to the rent a car and get your rent a car or whatever you do. And essentially, you're then off to exploring. And there's so many beautiful beaches, again, such as this one that I'm walking here. It is absolutely gorgeous. And this is Sun Bay. Like, this is not even their most gorgeous beach. They have some other ones like Caracas Beach and other ones that are like absolutely spectacular. But again, it's Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is beautiful overall. And, you know, talking from a native, I'm from here. I was born and raised in PR. And it's stunning. Even for me that I've been living here for years, all the time I'm amazed about just how amazing things are here. And again, it's a big hub spot for people that love sightseeing, nature, and all that stuff. So let's pass through these people, and then I'll keep you with more information about this place as we turn around and find more things. Very far, very far. Like where we don't even know where the bottom is anymore. Well, that's crazy. So, fun facts about Vieques. Vieques was actually one of the last places in Puerto Rico that they were doing the most latest military, U.S. official military drills and practices here. So, essentially, back in the day, and back in the day, I'm talking literally about 22 years ago, was when they actually were stopping or close to stopping the drills and military things here, because there used to be a lot of zones here that were basically military zones for the U.S. Navy and Army, essentially to use for their military practice. Of course, local people protested for many, many years until they finally got that abolished off of this beautiful island. And that was an issue that people were dealing here for so many years. And people were fed up. I remember I was just a small child, but I still remember just how many group efforts, team efforts of people coming together to essentially get them the heck out of here. And now it's a place that's being preserved, it's a place that's being taken care of, it's a place that's slowly becoming more and more alive. Because again, it's a place where it yields a lot of tourism. Both islands, Culebra and Vieques, are highly visited. Uh, and in both islands, if you decide to come, you can come back the same day. You know, you can come in the morning super early and then leave at night or leave in the afternoon. Um, or you can also stay. You know, there's Airbnb available. There's camping grounds or camping places where you can hang out. It's a lot of stuff. So, yeah, definitely check it out. Another fun fact about Vieques specifically is that there's a lot of wild horses just roaming around the island. So there's a lot of wild horses essentially all over the island. And some people joke, or they might be serious, that some of those horses, if not all the horses, essentially have more rights than human beings sometimes because they're very protected here. So you can't just be wilding out with some wild horse, you know? You got to treat them with love and respect and keep them moving, essentially. We're coming here towards the very peak or end of Sun Bay, and then another beach kind of starts, which I don't know the name. Uh, but here's how it's looking. Also, if you like this type of content, please please drop a like below. It helps with the YouTube algorithm to show it to more people just like you. And don't forget, please, to subscribe. It helps us, grow here on our YouTube channel for us to get more and more recognitions and milestones. And it helps us know that you like this type of content so much that you're willing to throw a subscribe. And we can make more efforts and more content just like you, just like this, just for you. So here's areas where I actually never been myself. So it's actually my first time being up here. So we're discovering all this area together right now. So over here is more beautiful beach. Over here seems like a trail that you can go and hike around the whole island that way. And we see more people here hanging out and whatnot. Some Bay Beach Vieques Island. Gorgeous. I'm gonna walk a little bit of this side just so you guys can see. And then I'm gonna walk back and give you guys some tips. It's crazy to think that I grew up in a place like this. Meanwhile, like a lot of locals, we don't get to appreciate stuff like this because, we're locked in the daily grind. And now as an adult, I finally get to experience this. It's actually my first time being in this particular area, but it is my third time on this island. And my first time was last year, just to be clear. The water is so fine. I'm out here just touching it a little bit, and oh my god, it's perfect temperature. Perfect temperature.
Perfect timing. Two things. I think that's gonna be. Well, maybe it's Brian's. I don't know.
He was like, holy crap, I'm sweating everywhere. Why are you wearing pants?
So here we are on our way back. Right here it's looking a little cloudy up there. That's not bueno. Hopefully it's just a cloud that's just passing by, and nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, another fun fact. So all the way on that side, like once you get to the other side of that, is Mosquito Bay. So in Mosquito Bay is where you find the Bioluminescent Bay. So over there, essentially, there's these microorganisms that at nighttime, especially when there's no full moon or not a lot of light, you essentially, when you paddle or you're kayaking across that lake, the water itself from the lake starts to glow intensely from the dark. It's absolutely magnificent. Uh, I did the tour once last year, and I'm actually gonna do it again this time. And of course, I'll take you guys with me in one of the following videos so you guys get to experience that a little bit. But just heads up, you're not gonna experience the full magnificence of it fully on video because it's something that kind of you gotta watch it with your eyes. It's difficult to catch it with video and stuff like that. I'm starting to feel a few drops. And again, hopefully it's just clouds passing through because it's such a gorgeous day. Such a gorgeous day that the sun just wants to shine through, you know. But it is a tropical island, so just be ready and careful for anything because in any given moment, you know, there could be rain, there could be winds, and all of a sudden it could be sunny. The one thing you definitely won't expect is snow. That's about it. But everything else, wind, rain, sun, all those things are quite normal to happen within its own time frames. The water is so nice. I'm just barely touching the water a little bit with my feet, and wow, is it nice. Definitely go in a sec. Hopefully, if these clouds allow me. I'm a little picky sometimes when I go to the beach. Any beach, it doesn't matter. It could be here in Puerto Rico. It could be in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. It could be in Colombia. It could be in Mexico. It could be in Florida. It don't matter. But like whatever beach I'm in, I need to the water to be nice, meaning not dirty. Ideally like this, but of course not every place has water like this, you know what I'm saying? Ideally. So clear that I could see the bottom, that I could see stuff. If it's dirty, it depends on the level of dirtiness. If it's extremely dirty, I'm definitely not getting in that water. If it's just mildly dirty, let's say it's just dirty with like, I don't know, leaves of plants or things like that, it's fine. If there's like bottles and like random McDonald's stuff, I don't know, I'm definitely not getting in that water. But yeah, so it has to be that. Then the sun has to be out, so it has to be relatively early. So I'm able to, once I get out of my swim, my shower, I'm able to essentially dry quite fast. Like right now, I can go for a swim. I can probably stay out for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and I'll probably dry up. That's how great the sun is right now. And even right now, I really think, yeah, it was just a moving cloud that's just dropping a little bit of water, and it's just gonna stay like this pretty much. So that's a good thing. And yeah, overall, man, you guys need to experience just the beauty of all these places that I travel to, that I go to, that I'm so grateful to call them my home, uh, because they're impressive. And there's only so much that I can show you on video. Like if it was up to me, bro, I would be strapped in, straight up, filming for you guys for 24 hours. Well, not 24 hours, I gotta sleep, but like close to, like 12, 16 hours. So you guys can experience like my day, what I go through, everything. That's why I like making these long vlogs that are mostly one take, because you guys get to experience a lot of authentic versions, authentic things out of this whole journey that I'm getting you guys on here. Um, we don't have like a stupid amount of time here in Vieques. We only have like maybe a couple days. So I'm gonna try my best to take you in as much adventures as possible, take you to as many little beaches that we go find and everything. And of course, if possible, take you guys on that night kayak thing. Just I have to be very careful because it's at night, it's very dark. And yeah, a part that like I might not be extremely successful at getting a lot of very amazing visual footage. I'll do my best with the cameras I got, but I gotta be careful with the cameras itself because none of these cameras are waterproof. So they might be water resistant, but they're not waterproof. So I have to be very, very careful because there's a lot of paddling, there's limited space, and yeah. So anyways, we're getting here back to base. Oh, look, a little crab. It's like little crabs throughout the beach. If I see another one, I'll show it to you guys. But we're here just getting back to base. Right, there's more people. Let me show you. So the peeps are oh, I guess I can't zoom right now, guys. Sorry about that. We walked all the way from there to come back right here. How's it going? Good. Going for another swim?
Yeah,
How was it?
second was nicer, so it's calmer.
Hmm. Yeah, just walk all the way there.
Nice. Such a beautiful place. So excited to spend so much time here now. Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
What about to go enjoy this beach. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, come here. But don't come here when we're here. Maybe come here when we're here.
We can start hosting retreats. You guys come for a low price
Yeah.
of $10,000. We'll help you.
I think of something.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, like the video if you liked it. Comment below. What was your favorite tip of the day? Uh, say something to them.
Ciao. See you next time. No, see you at the other beach.
See you at the other beaches. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.